If your dog could talk, the first thing they'd ask is, "Why do you keep leaving me?" You think they're fine when you walk out that door, but inside their mind, a quiet panic has already begun. They wait at the door, ears twitching, heart pounding. Every second feels like a question with no answer. And here's what most people don't know. Dogs don't understand time like we do. 5 minutes, 5 hours. It's all absence. To a Labrador, or any emotionally attached breed, you leaving might feel like the end. They don't know you're just grabbing coffee. They don't know work ends at 5. They only know one thing. Their pack leader is gone. And that triggers the oldest instinct in the canine brain. I've been left behind. I might not survive. Inside, their stress hormones spike. Cortisol floods their system. They may whine, pace, chew, or just stare into space. This isn't misbehavior. This is grief. And the worst part, they hide it well. Some dogs collapse into silence because they've learned no one comes when they cry. If you've ever returned home to a dog that acts too excited, or one that ignores you altogether, you're seeing the emotional aftermath of survival mode. But here's the truth. This isn't your fault. You were never taught to see it. But now you know. And in part 2, you'll learn how your dog tries to communicate that pain with signals you've probably missed your entire life. They've been telling you how they feel. You just didn't know how to listen. Because dogs don't cry with tears. They cry with behavior. And what we call naughty often means, "I'm scared, I'm lonely, I'm trying to cope." When your dog licks their lips repeatedly, they're not hungry. That's a stress signal, a subtle way of saying, "I'm overwhelmed." When they yawn at random, not after a nap, it's not boredom, it's anxiety bleeding through their body language. Tail tucked, avoiding eye contact, pacing from window to window again. These aren't quirks. These are symptoms. Even excessive barking isn't always territorial. Sometimes it's just panic, echoed through their only voice. And here's the hardest part to hear. Every time your departure is unpredictable, their sense of safety crumbles just a little more. Dogs live in patterns, in rituals, and when those are disrupted without warning, they lose trust in the world around them. But here's the good news. They're not asking for perfection. They're asking for consistency, a pattern they can count on, a rhythm that proves you'll always come back. And in part 3, we'll show you how to rebuild that trust without guilt, without stress, and without leaving their heart in pieces when you walk out the door. You can't stop leaving, but you can stop breaking their heart when you do, because your dog doesn't need you 24/7. They just need to trust that when you leave, you'll always come back. So how do you teach them that? Without words, without guilt? You create a departure ritual, something small, predictable, every single time. A simple phrase like, "I'll be right back," said in the same voice, same rhythm, same place. Over time, that sentence becomes a signal of safety, not abandonment. Next, leave them with a part of you. Your scent on a worn shirt, a soft item that smells like comfort. That smell? It's not just familiar, it's therapeutic. It tells their brain, "My person exists. I'm not alone." Then engage their mind, not just their body. Before you leave, give them a food puzzle, a frozen treat, a task that rewards focus. That moment of stimulation flips the narrative. You leaving becomes a signal for enrichment, not panic. And above all, stay calm when you leave, and even calmer when you return. No dramatic hellos, no guilt-fueled hugs, just normalcy. Because in the dog's mind, predictability is peace. You're not just managing behavior, you're protecting their heart. And in the final part, we close the loop. to show how this isn't just about your dog. It's about you and the deeper truth your dog has been reflecting all along.
If your dog could talk, they wouldn't ask you to stay. They'd ask you to help them feel safe when you go. Because this was never just about behavior. It was about trust. About the invisible bond between your world and theirs. You see, dogs don't love halfway. They don't sort of miss you. They love completely. They wait fully. They believe in you without question. And when that love doesn't have a rhythm to lean on, it starts to fray. Quietly. Painfully. Privately. But now you know the truth. And that truth gives you power. To create rituals. To protect peace. To build a world where leaving doesn't feel like abandonment. It feels like a pause. And here's the part no one says out loud. Your dog isn't just learning from you. They're reflecting you. Your patterns. Your calm. Your chaos. Your heart. Every moment you give them structure. You give them safety. And every time you come home with intention, you remind them. You're not alone. You were never alone. This is how we become better humans. Through the eyes of the ones who can't speak, but feel everything.